Ever been told a steam trap is too small and the fix is going to cost thousands of dollars? What if the trap isn't the problem at all? Today, I'm going to show you a real world steam system where the trap got blamed, but the real culprit was hiding somewhere else. Welcome to Boiler Room Detective Channel. I'm your host, Ray Wohlfarth. My 14 boiler books are available at TF Campbell, Pronto Heating Supplies, Amazon, and heatinghelp.com. The phone rings early Friday morning. It's Thomas, the custodian from an old church you serviced a few years ago. You vaguely remember it, an old steam system. The pastor asked me to get bids on replacing a steam trap and running new piping. Our HVAC guy says the trap is way too small, Thomas says. What makes him think it's too small, you ask? We got pipes banging and one area isn't heating. You agree to stop by later that morning. When you arrive at the church, Thomas greets you and leads you down a long basement hallway. This is the problem area, he says. You're standing at the end of the steam main. It's a 6-inch black iron pipe connected to a newer 3/4 inch floating thermostatic trap. Even after all these years, that size difference between the steam and condensate pipes still looks odd. That's the hydronic technician inside you talking. And when you're working on steam systems, you got to keep him quiet. Then you notice something else. The steam main isn't insulated. Has it always been like this, you ask? No insulation? No, Thomas said. We removed the asbestos insulation last summer. It was starting to fall apart. Let's take a look at the boiler, you say. He gives you a puzzled look. Humor me, you reply, because with steam systems, you always think holistically. One problem in one area is often caused somewhere else. Inside the boiler room, you see an older cast iron sectional boiler rated for 400,000 BTU input, 320,000 BTU output. The steam piping in the boiler room is uninsulated too. You crouch down and check the pressure control. It's set to run between 5 and 7 psi. Now you look at the gauge glass. The water level is bouncing up and down. You see water trickling down from the top of the glass. The water is rusty and dirty. That tells you a lot. What do you think is wrong? You ask Thomas. Our HVAC guy said the trap's too small. He wants to increase it to 2-inch piping and run it back to the boiler room. The pastor wanted a second bid. It's expensive, he said. The steam tech inside you already knows something important. It's rarely just one problem on a steam system. And the steam trap, it's probably not the real issue. First, steam trap size. A 3/4 inch trap worked fine for nearly 50 years. Steam traps are typically sized for 2 to 3 times the normal condensate load. Designers do that because during startup, cold pipes condense steam rapidly and generate lots of condensate. The trap needs extra capacity to handle the surge. So if it worked for decades, chances are the trap isn't undersized. Second, boiler carryover. Remember that bouncing gauge glass and water at the top dribbling down? That's carryover. Water is pulled along with the steam and sent out into the system. That extra water has to be handled by the steam trap. Suddenly, the trap is dealing with much more than normal condensate. Third, missing pipe insulation. Those bare steam pipes are a big deal. An uninsulated pipe can lose 5 times more energy than an insulated one. More heat loss means more condensation. More condensation means the trap gets overloaded. When that happens, condensate backs up into the horizontal steam pipe, and now you got banging pipes and poor heating. Fourth, steam pressure. The system was likely designed to run at 2 psi or less. Running it at 5 to 7 psi amplifies every existing problem and creates new ones, like panting air vents, water hammer, and system instability. The real lesson is the trap isn't necessarily too small, it's being overloaded because of poor system conditions, boiler carryover, missing insulation, excess steam pressure. Fix those issues, and the trap can do its job just fine. So before you replace a steam trap or run thousands of dollars in piping, check the entire system. The trap might just be the messenger and not the problem. If you've got boiler stories or questions, drop them in the comments below or send me an email. This is Ray Wohlfarth, the Boiler Room Detective, and I'll see you on the next case.